welcome to this ASMR video. This video is a little bit different than normally. I thought it would be fun to tell a bit more about my experience with learning foreign languages. I first learned a foreign language when I was about 11 years old. I was still in primary school and we got our first sort of introduction with the English language. It wasn't really learning English, but yeah, just getting to know a few words. And I didn't speak any English in that time. I think all I could say was hello, yes, no, maybe thank you, and that was about it. And I remember when I was in primary school and we had our introduction to the English language, my teacher asked me a question and I didn't know the answer because I didn't speak any English. And he asked me again and again, and it made me very insecure. And I ended up crying because I felt so bad. But I think that experience had triggered something in me, because when I went to high school I still felt insecure about learning English and other languages. But I was like, no, this is not going to happen again. So when I went to high school, I started paying attention to the language lessons very well, and I put a lot of time and effort in them. And then I noticed that I didn't suck at learning languages. My high school period was 5 years. I had 5 years of English language lessons, 5 years of French language lessons, and 2 years of German language lessons. And I was in high school. I was always so nervous during language lessons. I was very shy and I was an introvert. I still am. You might not expect it. Someone having a YouTube channel, you would think this person likes to be the center of attention, but I don't like being the center of attention in real life at all, and I'm still very introvertic, and I do get nervous quite quickly. But yeah, when I was in high school and I had language lessons, I was always nervous, always. I really didn't like being picked to read in a foreign language. I didn't like to be picked to do a presentation in a foreign language in front of class. I didn't like to speak with another student or with a teacher in a foreign language while everyone was listening. And I really enjoyed the language lessons, but that part has really sort of taken away the fun for me. For the rest of this video, I thought it would be fun to share some tips on how to become a polyglot. So here we go. Learn one language at a time. Learning one language at a time is the best approach for the vast majority of people on how to become a polyglot. If you learn more than one at the same time, then you may simply not be able to hold in all of the information and you'll lose bits and pieces of each language. Focus on the easier or related languages and Spanish, Portuguese, for example. They have a lot in common. And all these languages are sort of mixed up in my head right now. Next tip, attend language classes. Download mobile apps for a language of your choice. I've never done that, but I think that might be a good one. Read the same book in multiple languages. Pretty good one, I think. Set a schedule for practice time. Yeah, I think practicing languages is really important. It's the most important thing to do. Practice all languages as often as you can. Yes. Find a language partner. I think that's a really good one because it's very helpful. You can practice and it is fun as well. Use your inactive time to practice. Yeah, I think everything helps. Use the lettering technique. Lettering is when you place your known languages in a mental sequence or hierarchy. Your base language may be English, the second may be Italian, and the third may be Mandarin. If you wanted to translate a word into Chinese, then instead of going directly to that, you instead translate to Italian and then to Chinese. This reinforces every language on the ladder and helps prevent confusion between languages. That's a good one. Listen to music, watch movies or any media in the language you are learning. Very important, very important. In the Netherlands, TV programs are how do you say that? Dubbed? I'm not sure that's the right word. Like you can see the subtitles on screen. They didn't synchronize the language and you'll learn a lot from that. Use the immersion technique when learning a new language. Writing, speaking, listening and doing quirky things like changing your phone language between other languages are all quirky ways to immerse yourself in multiple languages. And it's a good one too. Plan out the languages you want to learn and why. Create a benchmark plan on when to start the next language. Join a language exchange community. Yes, I remember I've considered joining a language cafe in a big city in the Netherlands. It's where a group of internationals that are trying to learn foreign languages meet up. So they just go for a drink in a pub and they speak different languages there, and it's just fun and enjoyable. I've considered doing that, but I didn't do it. Get a phrase book. Always keep phrase books on you. They can be quickly referenced at any time and will provide valuable insight into how common phrases differ between your languages. Try the language shadowing technique to practice pronunciation. In this technique, you listen to as much audio as possible in your target languages and then repeat to yourself exactly what you hear. By trying to repeat it at the original pace of the conversation, you're shadowing and whispering along. This will help familiarize yourself with the conversation in a foreign language. Listen to language podcasts. I've never done that. Try memory techniques to help you remember words quickly. Depending on how your memory functions, there are various methods available to enhance do some research into how to enhance your memory. There's tons of info out there which will help you learn multiple languages. Be ready to make loads of silly mistakes. Coping with the mistakes is vital to any learning, but for those aspiring to become polyglots, ready yourself for some chaos and confusion. It's all part of it, and the ways you approach solving these problems will aid your learning in the long term. I think making mistakes is good because you learn from them. And the last tip, be passionate and have fun. If your heart isn't in learning loads of languages, then consider it very carefully. It's a big investment in time, and the farther you go, the more important it is to continue. Overall, it's obviously tremendously rewarding, and being a polyglot will be a real gift no matter what you do. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing a bit more about my own experience with learning languages. Please let me know what you think of this video by leaving a comment below. Give a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you didn't already. Have a great day or a good night of sleep. Take care and be safe, and see you in my next